Elon Musk is now the official owner of Twitter. However, his love affair with the social media company began all the way in 2009 when he first became an active user. It took him about a year to make that first tweet of his, but since then he's become one of the most followed users on the site. He has 112 million followers. He's sitting at third, but if you ask me, he's actually number one because all the accounts around him, including Bieber and Obama, who are ahead of him, seem to have Twitter accounts that are run by their teams. They're basically like promotional tools. Whereas with Elon, you know those dad jokes are coming straight from him. So how did he end up actually owning the social media company? Well, this timeline begins on January 31st when Musk starts to secretly buy up shares of Twitter. He doesn't make it public, which he should have, even according to SEC, because at one point he owned about 5% of the company and didn't declare it publicly. The reason for him doing this is actually a bit of a cheeky and kind of sneaky one. He essentially didn't want to let people know he was buying the shares because he knew the share prices would spike. So he was able to buy those Twitter shares at a lower price. So now Musk owns about 5% of the company secretively, and he starts openly criticizing the company. Talks about issues of free speech, the algorithm being bad, and the bots on the website, which all become very, very important as part of the lawsuit that happens later on. But on April 4th, it becomes public Elon Musk's stake in the company. It's at 9.2%, and he announces it in usual Elon fashion with this pretty weird tweet, "Oh hi LOL." He's always trolling. So this is where things start to get really, really ugly. He was invited onto the board of executives by the CEO, or was the CEO of Twitter, Parag. So this is the tweet here announcing it. Parag saying he's excited that Elon Musk is joining. However, very soon, a second announcement is made where Parag lets people know that Elon decided not to join the board. And through internal documents leaked due to the lawsuit, or I should say put out due to the lawsuit, it was clear Elon Musk from the very start wanted to make huge changes and was not into speaking to the CEO Parag. He wanted to speak to engineers, and he felt as if it was a waste of time for him to speak to the CEO. Things continue to get messier as Elon is still publicly criticizing Twitter. Now, through internal documents that were put out due to the lawsuit, you can see Parag, the CEO, was not happy about this. He texts Elon telling him that he is free to say Twitter is dying, but he is not helping the platform by doing so. This is on April 9th. On April 14th, Elon officially puts in a bid for the company for $43 billion, which is then adjusted to $44 billion. As you guys probably know, this takeover is not a smooth one. Both sides play some sneaky financial tactics, to the point where on May 13th, Elon Musk says that Twitter purchase is on hold. Now, one of the main sticking points is that he is not happy with the information he's being provided by the Twitter execs about the bots on the site. He goes as far as to say this on one of his conferences.
On May 16th.
You can't pay the same price for something that is much worse than they claimed.
Twitter's CEO.
Huge issue, huge sticking point throughout the whole thing is this bot information. So this is where things take a turn for the worst. On July 8th, Musk backs out of his deal for Twitter, citing spam bots as being one of the main issues. On July 12th, Twitter sues back. And now this is, I think, a really critical point, because what happens is Musk essentially looks at the situation and thinks to himself, do I really want to put myself through a deposition? They're extremely messy. All of my private information gets put out. All of my financial dealings with my companies get put out. And I think Musk looks at it and thinks to himself, do you know what? This isn't worth going through. And so we find ourselves on October 4th with a revived bid by Elon Musk to take over Twitter. $44 billion takeover. Now, it takes a couple of weeks to get finalized, but Musk then announces and celebrates his acquisition with this fantastic tweet. Let that sink in, with him walking into Twitter with a sink in his hand. The dad jokes are as strong as ever. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool flex. So where does this leave us? Where is Twitter headed? Now, I think the people who think that a drastic, dramatic change is coming to Twitter is probably wrong. I mean, it kind of is proven to be wrong by Elon's initial tweets regarding advertisers and content moderation on the website. He's essentially trying to appease the advertisers because revenue is very, very important to the running of Twitter. If you make too many drastic changes to what can be posted in terms of content on the site, you really run the risk of chasing away your advertisers, which of course Musk doesn't want to do. But if he is able to make Twitter a place where it is trusted, location for free speech, like he says he wants it to be, the public kind of square for you to come and say what you want, then I think the future of Twitter is going to a positive direction. But what do you guys think? Let me know. And all in all, do you think Elon Musk will be a good CEO of this company? I'll be sure to check out your comments, and I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. See you then.